So we're making an IPA today.
Yeah.
And I use 2.5 gallons of water.
Okay.
And you don't have to have a copper kettle, but it works out good for us because we have a copper kettle.
We just have one.
You can just use it on your stove top with some kind of a
kettle.
Kettle.
Doesn't have to be copper though.
No. And
is there any advantage to having a copper kettle though?
Actually, copper is better, they say, for the beer. I forget the terminology, but
it's just better.
Yeah, it's better.
But it's not necessary.
No, it's not necessary. This is the grains.
Okay.
This is just barley, 2-row, all grounded up with Crystal 20. It's called a Crystal, which adds a little sweetness to the beer. And it has to be ground up like this. If it's too small, then it won't work, and if it's too big, it won't work. So it has to be just right.
Okay.
So this gets boiled up, not boiled up, goes up to 170.
So not quite boiling.
And then I put it in the mash tun, it's called. We put the water in first.
Do you want to show people what it looks like?
Then mix in the grains.
Okay.
So I'll take the water, put it in here, because see in the bottom is a false bottom. That holds back the grain so that you can separate the sugars will be separated from the grains after you sit this for an hour. And then you now have another copper kettle right on the floor, just about right below it, and that'll push water down through the grains to push all the sugar water out. That's going to become the beer, because the yeast eats the sugar and makes it into alcohol. I'm going to go to about 184, and I think we're there. Okay, I'm going to pour this into the bucket. And then put the grains on top of it.
So that's the sugar water?
This is just the water.
Just
the water.
184 for me, in my situation. And it's going to go, I want to get it to be about 155. With the grains will cool it right down.
And what's the purpose of the blanket around there?
That's to hold the heat for an hour.
Otherwise the grains will cool it down too much.
This is the grains, and then it will cool the water down to I need it to be about 155, and then we'll leave it for an hour, and that's called mashing. And that will take out the sugar from the grains. So once the sugar is taken out, after an hour's time, then I fill this cooler up with hot water, about 170, and then that goes over the top of this and pushes out the sugar water from the grains, and that becomes the beer.
Any questions, Max?
No, I got this part so far.
Let's see.
What do you think of the smell?
It smells pretty good.
Pretty good?
It's almost bready. You know?
Smells kind of like bread. What do you think, Dad? Smells kind of like bread? Kinda. I can see it.
It's a little bit warm.
So cool it down. You're just using cold water to cool it down?
Yeah, just a little. I don't want it to.
And does it, is there such thing as it being too watery, or are you going to get rid of the water anyway?
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter?
No, the water doesn't matter that much. I just want it to be about 155.
Before you put the top on?
Yep, and then I'll put the top on and leave it for an hour.
And then do you take temperature again? Is there a temperature it has to be when you come back?
No, I don't have. It'll pretty much stay there.
Yeah. Now, what did you do before you had the blanket around? Or have you always done the blanket?
I've always used it.
Even when you first started out?
Yep.
When you were just a young pup? We
Yep.
didn't know anything about beer?
Well, you start with the kit beer first, and then extract beers, and then go to the all grain.
What was your first beer like? I think you said like you and your friend Dick did it like years ago. Yeah? Oh, it's like really sweet?
Yeah, it wasn't that good, but we drank it anyway.
So what did you guys do wrong, you think?
I think we put too much sugar in it.
Oh, yeah.
Because back when we started, I think we wanted to make it stronger.
Mm-hmm.
So you put sugar in it.
Oh, yeah.
But I think that was too much. Well, we drank it anyway, you know, because we didn't want it to go to waste.
Yeah.
Can't wait to try all this in my kitchen.
Yeah. I'm sure your parents will be excited.
Oh yeah. Oh, one of them will be.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
One of them will.
Yeah.
Your mom drink any beer?
Yeah, but like even if we go to like a brewery and she gets like porters and stouts.
Oh, she does?
Yeah, that's
Wow.
what she's into.
Oh.
Right?
I would have thought she'd like the light beers and stuff.
Yeah. No, she's
Surprising.
a character.
Wow.
But she'll get a pint, and by the time we're ready to leave, me and my dad have had like 2 or 3, and she's like, "Who wants to finish this for me?"
Oh.
So she doesn't drink much.
Well, it's a little high, 160. But it might be okay anyway. So we'll...
So like 160 to 150 is okay?
Oh, that's high as it should go. It'll be alright.
You don't want to risk it going under 155 though.
Yeah.
That's worse. End up being a little bit over.
When you're, when it's higher, it has, I forget, less body. If it's lower, it has more body to it.
So what's the more or less body mean, basically, in layman's terms?
And flavor, more flavor to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That is an odd concept to explain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
The body or something.
So we gotta get up to a certain temperature now?
182 or so.
What's it at now?
179 or
So what's this water for?
This is the water that's going to go down on top of the grains and push the sugar water out, which is called the wort. W-O-R-T.
Wort? The wort?
We call it that before it becomes beer. I don't know why, but that's what they do. And this pushes the sugars out, and then that'll go into a kettle, and then I boil that up. It's 180. It's ready now. Now, I'll pour this in here by myself, but I'll need help carrying this over and putting it on top of those buckets
Okay.
since you're here.
Since I'm here. Do you usually do that part yourself?
Yeah.
Did you get a workout from brewing beer?
Yeah, I gotta lift weights for weeks to get ready.
Just to get ready for brewing season, huh?
Brewing season. See right there, a little. Put this on there. Put this.
Now what's that called?
This is a sparge arm. Open this up, let it cool down a little bit. Right on here.
Very fancy.
Pretty fancy, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Got a tube hooked up to a cooler and a bucket with a blanket around it and some PVC piping.
It's high tech.
Phil's Mashing Equipment. Listerman MTG Co. Inc.
I could spend thousands of dollars on new equipment, but
Why would you want to do that?
I don't really need to because The beer I make is fine.
Yeah, it tastes good.
It's been that way for years, so.
Tastes mad good and stuff, right?
Yep. Everybody loves it.
Dad, say it tastes mad good.
Mad good.
Mad good. Tastes mad dank, huh?
Yeah, mad dank.
Mad dank beer.
I thank you. Let's see what the temperature is here. Should be 170. Just a little high yet. A couple more minutes. Cool down.
So what kind of temperature do you want it to get to?
170 is like 175.
Oh, okay. So it cooled down like 10 degrees or so from over there?
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's why I made it 182 and then it cooled it down. It's about 75 and then sometimes I don't know why, but if you do that, it comes out to be 170, but sometimes it doesn't. Can't figure it out. I don't know.
So what do you do once it does get down to 170?
Then we'll turn it on and let it drip into the mash.
You know what Mom's making right now?
No, what's she making?
Vegan sausage.
All right.
The sausage that you had the other day that you thought was tofurkey.
Yeah, that was
It's so good you thought it was store-bought.
It was awesome.
Yeah. We'll probably have that recipe out though before this one. So right now I'm trying to shoot that recipe at the same time as this one. Like I was upstairs shooting Mom's recipe, and then you intercommed and said, "Okay, Craig, I'm ready," and I came down. Should I just cool it down a little?
Yeah.
Does it matter like the quantity of water in there? How much is in there?
No, not really. This is nothing much to really.
Like, is it just filtering water, or is it going to be like the beer?
This is going to be the beer, but this is going to push all the sugars out of the mash bucket. Close enough.
What'd you get it to?
So it's 172. It'll cool down. I should leave it open for a minute. Okay, we're ready. Ready?
Mm-hmm. Whoa.
Ooh. There it goes.
Super high tech. You said just like gravity and like the water will just kind of like force it to go like that, right?
Then I'm going to let the water come up like about 2 to 3 inches, and then I'll start drawing off some of the water that's in the bucket in the mash tun.
So what does this do? This is the one
This is going to push the sugars down. The sugar water must be, the sugar water's heavier. I don't know the technical information, but it pushes the sugar water through, and that it becomes the beer. And then you boil it for an hour and add hops, and then you put it into a fermentation bucket with yeast, and you wait 2 weeks, and then you take it and carbonate it, and then it's your beer. It takes a whole month.
Oh yeah.
To do the whole process.
So where do you get equipment like this thing?
Any homebrew store.
Yeah.
Or you could make one if you look at it. It's just a simple.
You just got like a tube and then some piping, and then you just got to drill some holes in the pipe.
Yeah, that's all. Actually, I made my own before with copper tubing. We went around a coil of copper tubing. I put holes in the bottom, and then I had it hooked up like this. And actually, Joe, Terry's brother, uses it still today.
Oh yeah? You made it?
I gave it to him.
Oh yeah?
And he says it's great.
Yeah. So you can use a copper coil instead?
Yeah, with little holes all through the bottom.
So then it doesn't necessarily have to spin. It's just
no, it's just
as long as like it's getting spread out though.
Yeah, as long as it's over the whole thing.
Yeah, so it's not just like dripping down into like one portion.
Right. Because otherwise you'll miss all the grains, and you'll only get one area.
Oh, okay.
This way it goes over all the grains.
Wow, you thought of everything, huh?
Yeah. I'm a genius.
Alright, so it's been a couple minutes. And it's raised a couple inches.
Yep. It's up there now, making sure the beer gets cleared off from the particles. You do it over.
So you gotta filter it through a couple times then?
Yeah, you filter it through a few times, so about a dozen times or so. See all the sediment there, little pieces?
So you gotta make sure there's not too much sediment in.
Yeah, once it gets finally, that gets down, then we can just draw the wort off into the kettle.
Mm-hmm. And now, does this ever get so full that you have to like turn that off while you're filtering this?
No, I've never had that problem.
So now it's all clear as you'd like it to be?
Yep, it's good.
Just the water in here?
Yep, and let's go drain it through. It's still filling up the kettle.
So then once the once the water's all run through there, then what?
Once this is all filled up, then I'll take it over and put it on the stove to boil it. Now it's emptied in there. Everything's emptied in there now. Put this here.
Oh, you got a copper kettle mover. You pick things up and put them down, Dad?
Yep. I got it.
Don't worry.
Okay. There we go.
Good thing you prepared for beer season, huh?
Yeah. There we go.
And you put it on high, like you're just trying to boil it all? Just so if someone's doing this at home, they just put it on as high as they can, basically?
Yep. Put it on, but don't ever cover it up with a top or anything, because if you do, it'll bubble over all over the place.
Oh, yeah. So, with the top off for about an hour, roughly, just until it starts boiling?
Well, no, it should start boiling in about 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay. So then let it continue to boil for about 40 minutes?
Then you let it boil for an hour.
Oh, you let it boil for an hour, okay. But once it comes to a boil.
It takes 20 minutes to come to a boil.
Okay.
Well, now I just put an ounce of Columbus hops. You can see it.
Yeah. Oh man, now you can really see it rumbling. This is the package over here. One of these. It just looks like that, but it says Columbus. Oh, reach in the garbage. Garbage dad. Okay. Let's see if I can zoom in. Get all the details. Yeah, they're...
Plus I'm putting in more hops later as we go along.
So they're putting a couple different types of hops in there?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Now, why do you put in a couple different types of hops?
Because that's the recipe calls for.
Oh, no, I would think that you would just put in one type.
No. No.
Very interesting.
And then later, after it's fermented, it's called dry hopping. You put in hops after that and let it sit for a week. And then transfer it off and then keg it or put it in bottles.
So can we see the notes you got written down? Will it make sense to anybody?
I don't know.
Well, you can pause it and look at that. If it'll make any sense, I don't know. So you got two sets of coils?
Yep, this one is this one here is the water that goes in here. Usually it leaks out of these hoses a little bit and that'll fill up, and then that'll keep these coils nice and cool. The water will go through here, through these coils to cool the beer down, and then come out down through here, back into the sink.
Are there any other ways to cool it down if you don't have any copper coils?
Nope, that's it.
That's it? What if you just waited?
Oh no, that wouldn't be good. It can get, the longer you wait, the more it can get contaminated.
Oh, okay. So you got to cool down kind of quick.
Fast as you can, but
yeah. Without watering it down with ice or something?
Yeah, you can't use that. Yeah. You'll contaminate it. You can't touch it. You can't do anything. You can't let a drop of water fall in there. You can't. That'll contaminate it.
So that's why it's important that you boil the copper coils before to really sterilize it?
Yeah, everything has to be totally sterilized. That's why I leave the thermometer in there while it's cooking the whole time. I need the reading now, because that way it's totally sterilized.
Wow. Thought of everything, huh?
You got to. Otherwise all this work will be for nothing.
What'll happen if it's not sterilized?
Then you ruined it.
So what'll happen though?
Well, I don't know.
Like,
I've never ruined it.
Like, will it be poisonous?
No, it won't be. It'll just be terrible tasting.
Oh. Because when you say, like, it gets contaminated, usually I would think that, like, it'd be dangerous to drink.
No, it wouldn't be dangerous.
It'd be dangerous for your taste buds?
Just taste awful.
Yeah, that sounds pretty dangerous to me.
Filling up with water now, it's nice and cold, and then the coils will be cold on the outside and the inside, and then it'll go through. I could throw ice in there too.
If you want to really cool it down. It's a lot of ice cubes, Dad.
Sometimes I buy a couple bags of ice,
Yeah.
but I didn't this time. My first batch this summer, so I'm kind of rusty.
Yeah. How many batches in total do you think you've made in your life?
I think I wrote down here. Well, that I've been keeping track of 178.
Oh, wow. So probably like 200 actually?
Well, probably another 10 before that, at least when I was first learning.
Yeah. And that whole notebook is just all notes from all the beers you've made?
Yep.
Wow.
I make notes whether they're good or bad, or don't make it again, or make it again, or...
That's why you got so good, huh? Because you keep track and learn?
You gotta keep track, because if you make a really good beer, how are you going to duplicate it if you didn't take really good notes?
Yeah. And then if you make a really bad beer...
Yeah, then you won't make that again.
Yeah.
It's about 70 degrees on the thermometer, so that's good.
Okay.
It won't kill the yeast. It's got to be nice and cool.
Yeah, that wouldn't be very vegan if you killed the yeast.
Yeah. So... my bleach and water is sterilizing the hose.
And you probably can't boil that, huh?
No, I can't boil that. So the bleach and the water cleans it. So I just rinse it with hot water.
To get all the bleach off?
Yep, get all the bleach off. Inside and out.
Do you need to keep some water in there too?
Yep, I need to keep water in it, so then gravity will pull it through.
Good old gravity, huh?
See?
Wow. Oh, I just wasted some beer.
Oh,
You gotta look it up.
it's awful.
So just kind of like a momentum. Once the water starts flowing down, then I'll just keep it flowing down.
Yep, I'll just keep going.
Wow. That's pretty cool, Dad. Very high tech.
Yep.
So what'd you use that in there for?
Well, this is a hydrometer, and it tells you the gravity of the beer. Can you see the numbers on there?
Mm-hmm.
What's it say? What's it even with?
0.4.
0.4.
0.040?
Oh. You mean 40?
Yeah, this is 0.040.
Yeah, that's 40. It's 10. So 1040 is what we call it. That's so it'll probably be a 4% beer.
Oh, okay, 4% alcohol.
Because it'll go down to like 10. When it's all fermented, and then it'll probably be about 4%, 4.5.
So you can just take a shot and you'd be rip-roaring drunk, huh?
So if it was making a really strong beer, that would be up here higher.
Yeah.
So, but I'm just trying to make beers that are drinkable and just have
Taste good.
so you can have 2 or 3 of them without getting loaded.
Like getting loaded. Whoa.
Because I like beer, I like to have a couple beers.
Yeah.
I don't want to have one and just.
Can you do a good drunk impersonation then? A drunk impression? You can either walk or talk or whatever you want to do to be drunk. Okay, open up an imaginary door and walk through the door and just like pretend you just got home drinking with your friends, all right?
Okay, I've had enough beers to drink. Oh, you got another beer?
I don't know if we can serve you. I think it looks like you had enough. Did you already sterilize the scissors?
Yep.
You sterilized everything, huh?
And the packages, too.
Wow. Sterilize the packages. Is there nothing this man can't sterilize? What's going on here? You get a dud? I think it's defective.
The inner package.
Oh, you just didn't cut the inner package?
Yeah.
Oh, woo! It's getting everywhere. You know, this is yeast?
Yep, this is the yeast. I'm using British yeast because I like British ales and British beers.
So does that mean it's already liquid or something? Or is it always liquid?
It's always liquid.
Oh. What would happen if you use bread yeast?
Well, it'll work, but it won't be that good.
But it's better to have good beer, right? Than less good beer?
Yeah.
That's how the old saying goes, right?
Yeah. Dang it all.
Yeah, dang it all. I don't mean to use the D word all the time, but by dang it.
Cotton-headed mini muggins.
No, you got it right. So what are you doing with this? Just stirring it around?
Just aerating it, yep.
Aerating it?
You know, all the bubbles?
Yeah. You want to see a lot of bubbles then?
Yep. Get it all.
What does it do?
This activates the yeast better, faster.
And it's good to activate the yeast faster?
Yeah.
So what's the airlock do?
The airlock lets all the pressure out and doesn't let any air in to contaminate it.
Is this alien technology?
Yep. You got it.
How'd you get it?
From an alien spaceship.
You got it from an alien spaceship?
Yep.
Do they have good beer there?
Oh, they're good brewers.
Wow.
Nobody knows that, you know.
No, now everybody knows. You gotta do the flick behind your arm so I can't see it. Is it a cork or something you have on there?
Yep, kind of like. Not
like
cork, but it's
yeah,
a rubber
stopper.
rubber stopper. Yep.
And then you just let it sit like this for a couple weeks.
For 1 week, then transfer it to a carboy, and then let that sit in the carboy for 1 more week.
And do some curls, Dad.
And then you can bottle it or you can keg it.
Wow. So we'll see everyone in about a week. They'll see us in a week, I guess. We probably won't see them. That's not how YouTube works.
And that's a nice IPA. It'll be almost 4 weeks though before I can drink it. But it'll be worth it.
Eventually.
I'm just transferring the first batch of beer of the summer that put in the fermenter. Now I transfer it to secondary, they call it, to
What's that noise, man? It's about done?
yep, to let it sit for another week, because this already sat for 1 week. And then this will sit for another week in the carboy here, and this is extra hops I added to it. It's called dry hopping when you do it this way instead of putting it in the boil. And then this is going to be an IPA with lots of hops.
Okay.
And then after this sits for a week, then I keg it in my soda kegs, and then wait 2 weeks after that to drink it.
All right. So we'll be back in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Later.
I'm gonna transfer my IPA.
And what did you need the blanket on there for?
That's to keep the sunlight away from it. The sun can spoil beer.
Oh, really?
If you leave, that's why bottles are brown.
Oh, yeah.
Well, to keep the sun back from hurting the beer. Can spoil it.
And what's this sticker thing on here for?
That's the temperature. The temperature is 68. That's perfect.
Oh, wow. A sticker that tells the temperature.
Yep.
Wow, we're in the future.
We're in the future.
Do you wish you had 3 hands?
Yeah. I can.
Or do you want me to hold that for you?
Okay.
Now you have 2 of your own hands.
There we go.
Wow.
Okay. I'll set this in here.
And you sterilized that with bleach water, you said?
Yep. Bleach water. This has been sterilized with bleach water also. And when the beer starts coming out, then I can start. Oh, it's a little stuck. I need a clothespin. Can you pull that up a little?
Yep.
Well, not that far.
Oh, no.
Just a little.
So what are you doing now?
Getting it to suck the beer in because it slowed right down.
Why did it do that?
Because there's so much hops on the bottom. That's why I had you pull that up a little bit. Because the hops were getting, was clogging it.
Oh.
Yep, now it's going.
And why'd you fill that up?
This is my hydrometer. Tells me how much alcohol is in there now. How it fermented out. The lower the number, the more it fermented out. The higher the numbers in the beginning when you first make the beer, it tells you how much sugar is in there.
Yeah.
And then when you're done, it tells you whether it's been fermented by having a low number.
So what's it at now?
So it's hard to see with my glasses. About 10:08, which is really good. So that means it fermented out pretty good.
So what percentage will it be then?
So this is going to be like 5%.
Oh, okay. And that's like what you want, right?
Yep. And then after this is in the keg, then I put CO2 in it for 2 weeks. And you wait 2 weeks, and then it's ready to drink.
You excited, man?
Refrigerator and
Because you already know how it tastes.
Yeah, it's good stuff. So we can't get it in stores, so
Yeah. But we wanted to have your dad on the channel, so this is a good excuse. And also, it's just another person's opinion, you know?
yeah. Plus,
Many reasons.
that's the whole point of making something is to share it, right? So
Yeah,
That.
exactly.
It's not Coors and Labatt's like though?
no.
So his first taste test. Oh, you're like washed out from the light. Hold on. You're the star right now because Max has already been on. Yeah, Max has already been on the channel trying the IPA.
And
So no.
you do know what today is, right?
National Beer Day.
International
Oh,
Beer Day.
no way.
I thought that's why.
Oh, this is yeah. I know.
You're thinking ahead.
Yeah. You know me and my beer.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey, that actually went down quite a bit.
Very nice.
I threw in extra hops too.
Oh, afterwards? That is really nice. You've had it?
Max gave like a Max gave like a Food Network review last time.
If you like beer, it's a good beer. That's you know, sometimes you drink a beer and you can talk about the notes, talk about the subtleties and all that, but you drink it and it all comes together and the flavor is right there and it's not muddled or anything, and it's just good, man. That head is like nice and it's thick, you know what I mean? So it gives you like a real creamy sort of mouthfeel. It's just all around good beer. I don't know. I like it.
You like it?
It's yummy.
Right. So we got Max says he likes it. Dad, you like it?
Excellent.
And you like it? I would probably say I like it, but I don't like beer. But
Did you taste it?
You can still say
I could taste it.
Should
I could, but I'm just not a huge.
Just put your finger in there. Lick your finger and put it in there.
Probably.
I hate the taste of any beer.
He doesn't like bitter
I don't even
stuff,
like
or-
the smell. Like,
Oh boy.
Craig loves it. I can tell by that
yeah,
look.
it's great.
The hops is probably too much for you, huh?
Yeah, and it's just,
Yeah.
it's fantastic.